Welcome to another episode of Biz Takeouts, Biz Community soundbite-sized news to go, made possible by Digify Africa, a youth-led organization at the forefront of shaping Africa's digital future. I'm your host, Angie Lawrence, and today's guest is Qhakaza Mohare, who is the Chief Operations Officer at Digify Africa. Hi, Qhakaza. Let's kick things off by discussing Digify Pro Online. Please tell us what it's all about.
Hi, Angie, and thank you so much for this opportunity to come and speak about the work that we do. So we are quite excited as Digify Africa to be bringing another installment of Digify Pro Online, which is the latest version of our digital marketing bootcamp that we offer to young people between the ages of 18 and 35. And this is really a self-paced version of it, so you can be able to learn on the go in your own space and in your own time. But really what the bootcamp is about is teaching you the A to Z of digital marketing. So a young person can come through and in about 10 weeks or so, they learn everything about social media strategy, content marketing, digital marketing, SEO, paid advertising. And the course is really designed to be able to give young people a practical knowledge of all of these concepts. So you work on live briefs that are from our agency partners. We also give opportunity for you to engage with industry leaders through various masterclasses. And it's also a job readiness aspect of it so that when you enter the workforce, you know exactly what is expected. And I think for us as Digify Africa, what really is important is that we're not just doing training for training's sake, but also meaning like really helping young people to tap into the digital industry and to be able to kickstart their careers. So we have a team of young people who are dedicated to helping you match you up with existing work opportunities. So whether that is freelance work or entry-level employment within agencies. So that's really what the Digify Pro program is about, giving you the skills, but also matching you up to the work opportunities that exist.
It sounds very interesting. It sounds like an excellent program. But I also know that Digify Africa and the Dell Foundation have just recently formed a partnership. How did this partnership come about and what needs does it address?
So we are so excited about this partnership with the Michael and Susan Dell Foundation. And really for us, it was about their challenge to us was how can their support really help be the catalyst to us broadening our reach and really deepening our impact. It was about how do we use edutech space and all of the technological advancements that exist to be able to make education more accessible, but also to be able to do that work of linking talent up with those who really need it, you know? So that's what it was about, the partnership. And I think for them looking at our experience and the work that we have done in the last 10 years, I think they really saw that we were aligned in our desire for youth development and also the fight for unemployment, particularly between young people in South Africa.
Lovely, thank you. And then tell me, how is Digify Africa tapping into the e-learning space to deliver learning at scale? Maybe tell us a bit about Digify's goals in this space.
So at Digify Africa, one of our main goals is really to look at technology and how do we use existing technologies to really make education more accessible to young people in South Africa, particularly those who are cut off from all of the amazing opportunities that we speak about when we speak about emerging careers within digital technology, primarily because of access. So for us, it really has just been that challenge of how do we use what we have to make sure that more young people are accessing education. And we saw this in 2020 when COVID hit and we went into that massive lockdown and all of our programs were forced to now be delivered online. This was really challenging for us at first. And I think there really was also that huge concern around, you know, the digital divide and does this really add to the problems of access? But one thing that we were able to see was that there was great potential in actually seeing how this technology can help us reach more people. So at first, our programs were physical, face-to-face programs, which means that you had to be in Johannesburg or in Durban to be able to access the program. Moving online allowed us to actually have a nationwide reach. And we also had a continental reach because we do have partners in Kenya and Nigeria who help in delivering the program. So we were able to actually see a richer experience using technology. And we really we're forcing ourselves to actually then go a step further and to really think about how to really take this closer to young people. At the same time, we had also been experimenting with WhatsApp as a learning channel or a sort of, like a delivery mechanism for learning content. And that has seen us, do quite a lot with our various learning chatbots. And that's been part of how we've built this program as well, to say we've now, found a really amazing online learning platform that allows you to be able to experience the learning on your phone. But how do we also use WhatsApp to be able to be that support? We know that online learning or distance learning can be a very lonely experience. You can really feel cut off from everybody else and really not as supported as you should be or you would be in a face-to-face setting. So it really is that challenge to say, how do we use various technologies to be able to bring this education closer to young people? And that's what we're able to do with our WhatsApp learning chatbot called Didintle. That is our latest sort of learner support bot, as well as various existing sort of educational tools online.
It's really amazing to hear stories like this, how companies have taken, what's been thrown at them and just made it work, and in your case, grown. It's really, really amazing. And while we're on the note of talking about e-learning and how technology has evolved in your space, the Digify Pro Online learning model offers remote self-paced learning. What are some further benefits of this learning model, and why are they so important?
So for us, I think the main benefit that we are seeing is the flexibility. So you're able to learn at your own pace, you're able to learn in your own space as well. So we've got lots of young people who are coming through the program who are either finishing off their other schooling, that they're doing other programs that they're part of, or also that they are employed but are really looking for the kind of skills that will help them just find better jobs than what they currently do have. So they're able to complete the Digify Pro online program while still in school or while still taking care of other responsibilities that we have. In South Africa, we're also, we know that young people have different circumstances, and not everybody is able to leave home and leave the responsibilities that they have at home to be able to come to class Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. And so the flexibility of this program really allows for you to be able to fit it into your life and to be able to work around the current responsibilities that you have. There's also the issue of access. We're able to reach more young people because of the program being online, the program being mobile first as well. So we really have taken that into consideration to say a lot of young people actually access their internet through their mobile devices. So whatever learning program that we were to deliver had to be something that could be delivered on your mobile device. When we think about mobile, when we think about online, we know there's the big issue of data in South Africa. So the online program that we have, you're able to go to sort of any Wi-Fi hotspot area, whether it be a library or a clinic within your community, and be able to download the week's worth of learning and content to be able to go through it offline at home. And once you get back online again, it syncs up with the system. So those were really some of the things that we really had to take into consideration while understanding South Africa's context, and really to be able to build a learning experience that speaks directly to the needs of young people in our country.
That's really awesome. So we've touched on the accessibility and we've touched on the program itself, but what is the selection process and the criteria for young people to actually be a part of Digify Pro Online?
Now, the one thing I love about the Digify Pro online program is that it's not so much about, your experience or sort of your educational background, but really based on finding young people. I mean, we like to say we're finding young people with high potential, but just low access to opportunity. So it really is a lot more about your personality. It really is a lot more about your drive and sort of proven commitment to your own self-development. Because as fun as the program is and as engaging as the program is, it is also tough. It is built to really give you a sense of what the real working world is like. And if anyone has ever worked in an ad agency specifically, you know how fast paced it is and how demanding it is. And so the program is really about that work experience, and that work readiness or job readiness happens on the go as you're going. So we're really looking for young people who are committed to going through it, and going through the challenges, and really to be able to see completely new selves on the other side of it. So we have our WhatsApp learning chatbot, which we're doing our recruitment through, and that's really to bring home the message that it's really just about you, getting to know you. So you'll see that as you start talking to Didi, the first part of the application is really just getting to know you as an individual, and just your background and what you come with. We have got a short quiz for us just to be able to benchmark to see how much support we will be able to, or we should be preparing to give to the young people who come through the program. And the final step is a video interview where you get to bring out more of that personality as well, and get to really be able to speak about yourself, and just what you have been through and how you have shown your commitment to self-development. The real criteria, or maybe sort of like the hard line that we draw, is that you've got to be between the ages of 18 and 35. We're looking for young people who are really looking for an opportunity to really grow, and really fast track their careers as well.
Awesome. Thank you, Qhakaza. Tell me, how can stakeholders get involved with Digify Africa's learning initiatives?
Oh, I love this question because at Digify, we also acknowledge the fact that there's no way that we can make the kind of impact that we want to if we're going to be working in silos. So our strategies are always partner driven, are always about who can we work with in the space. So there's various ways in which stakeholders can get involved. One of the ways is in terms of jobs, so if you are your organization has room to take in young people. If you're looking for young talent, please do consider Digify Africa. Please do get in touch with us and find out about our young people and the amazing talent that they have, to be able to really match them up with the work opportunities that exist. We're always looking for speakers for the program. I mean, I spoke about how you get to engage with industry leaders. There's really a lot of power in telling your story, and to be able to bring rising stars or really just amazing people in the industry, and to be able to tell your story of how one day you were just like the young people in our program, and the challenges that you have had to overcome to get to where you are, or just even just the interesting journey that you have taken. Because we know that particularly now, and particularly in the digital space, careers aren't linear. You don't go to school, study one thing, and that's the job that you have for life. So it's also really amazing to be able to bring people to come through and tell the story of how they thought they were going left and then they went right, and only to come back left again. So that's really amazing to be able to share those stories with young people. And lastly, we're always looking for young people to actually take up the opportunities that we have. So if you have access to a group of young people, if you have access to any schools that you can connect us with, we love those kind of partnerships. Please do spread the word to the young people in your family as well, who maybe might not know where to from now, or maybe are trying to explore various career opportunities that might exist. So yeah, those are just some of the ways in which you really can get involved and support the work that we do as Digify Africa. So the best way to get in touch with us as Digify Africa is on any one of our social media channels. So we are on Instagram, we are on Twitter and Facebook. It is Digify Africa. We also have digital@digifyafrica.com as the main email address that you can get a hold of us on, and we'll make sure that you are put in contact with the right person.
And that's a wrap on today's show, with thanks to Digify Africa for making it possible. It's Biz Takeouts. Take it where you like it, when you like it. Until next time.